All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon, and in this video, we're going to be in the 135-pound division, where Gervonta Davis has a new rival after Floyd Schofield Jr. beats an old rival of Gervonta Davis's, and Gervonta Davis responds. Let's talk about that in this video. All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon. Man, I am really happy that we had some very good fights that took place last weekend. Had some personal things going on in my life, so it took me a little bit longer a time to get this video out, but I definitely want to talk about it in the context of a message that was put out by Gervonta Davis just yesterday on Twitter. Sorry about that. Forgot to turn off my phone before I started doing this video, and I kept having a little sound coming by my ear, just kept bugging me. Regardless, very excited to talk about a young fighter who just had the performance of a lifetime and then gets himself in position to fight Gervonta, who then gives him a nice little cherry on top by responding and acknowledging this young fighter as somebody that is going to be competition for him coming up in the future. And honestly, it could be sooner than later that you could see Gervonta Davis in the ring with Floyd Schofield Jr. Now, before I get into the details of it though, let me welcome you back to the channel. If you are new to the channel, please accept my invitation to hit the subscribe button and hit the bell icon so you can be notified of when we release more videos. And if you're a longtime subscriber and supporter of the channel, thank you so much for your continued support, especially to you guys that support in the super thanks. Really appreciate it. Even you guys that leave $2, I have to say, I really do appreciate the $2 super chats and super thanks. It really does help the channel a lot. 10s are better, 20s are great, 100s are the best. But in all seriousness, thank you guys so much for your support. I really couldn't do the channel without it. But let's get into this because I'm excited for this kid, Floyd Schofield. One reason is that Floyd Schofield is actually from the same town that I'm living in, Austin, Texas. So I've been keeping my eye on him. I've tried not to be, get into a lot of the back and forth and stuff that's going on in boxing circles between, the fathers and the sons, all of that stuff that goes on. You have the Devin Haney and Bill Haney. Bill Haney being one of the bigger idiots in the sport of boxing, always out there making Devin Haney look bad by doing some kind of narcissistic nonsense. You got Brian Norman Sr., who is a very firm advocate for his son and is turning some heads and getting some people a little bit irritated. And then you got Floyd Schofield Sr. Floyd Schofield Sr., same type of situation, says what he feels, talks about his son, maybe sometimes says some stuff that you may not necessarily believe to be true. But at the same time, he's out there doing his thing. He's out there doing his thing for his son and promoting his son. And I take my hats off to that man. And the performance for Floyd Schofield Jr. against Tevin Farmer was significant. Now, why is this? Tevin Farmer, first of all, is a fighter that was supposed to fight or was, in conversations about fighting Gervonta Davis. He's a former IBF 130-pound title holder. I believe he got the IBF title that Gervonta Davis had lost on the scale. He wound up picking that up later in, I think, a fight where the title might have been vacant or whatever. But regardless, there was a lot of buzz between about Tevin Farmer from Philly against Gervonta Davis from DC, wound up not working out. And, Tevin Farmer kind of dipped off for a while and went away. Well, he got active again. And when he got active in a way that I don't think a lot of people would have thought he'd get active by fighting William Zepeda And a lot of people think he beat William Zepeda in the first fight. And then I didn't get to see the second fight. But, very, very good fights between William Zepeda and Tevin Farmer. And so people are like, okay, Tevin Farmer, stock jumped right back up. It's back on the rise, right? So it's on the rise. And so he gets in the room, he gets in the ring and fights Floyd Schofield Jr., right? Now, Floyd Schofield Jr. was somebody that had gotten sick and was supposed to fight Shakur Stevenson, but he pulled out. So there was a lot of stuff around that. A lot of people had things to say about Floyd Schofield pulling out on that. So, hey, man, this is his comeback fight. He's got a show he got to prove. And if what you saw, what you saw, he basically ran right up to Tevin Farmer and got him out of there in the first round. Devastating right hook landed. I think one was what ultimately finished Tevin Farmer. Got up a couple times, but, just wasn't there, and the fight got waved off, right? That's a huge win for Floyd Schofield Jr. So right now, I think he's very highly rated. I think he's top 3 in the WBA. He's after beating Tevin Farmer, his rating is gonna go up, and he's gonna be in a position to be a mandatory for the big cash guy, Gervonta Davis. And that's very important for Gervonta because there's a lot of people that skittered out of the 135-pound division, right? Like Devin Haney, Teofimo Lopez, Jermaine Ortiz, Rolly Romero, Pitbull. I think Rayo Valenzuela may be coming back, but there was a big migration of people out of the lightweight division. And so, Gervonta obviously has this fight with Lamont Roach, but then you look and say, okay, well, who else is there in the division to fight? You say, okay, well, there's William Zepeda, but William Zepeda is about to fight Shakur, so one of those two is going to be out of the equation. Either William Zepeda or Shakur are going to be out of the equation. At least in the short term, they'd be out of the equation. So what else you left with? You got Lamont Roach and you got Floyd Schofield Jr. Now, Gervonta, for his part, did a service to Lamont Roach, did a service to Floyd Schofield Jr. and said, look, man, I ain't no Tevin Farmer. I don't do all that twitchy stuff. He said, I don't fight twitchy. Twitch, where you can time him. Because he knew that the dude wasn't going to let it go. So Floyd Schofield like, man, you're just going to try to twitch and feint me? No, and he just lit off with it, caught him, boom. And Gervonta said, that's not going to happen with me, man. I'm not twitchy like he is. I'm going to break your jaw. So I like that. And I certainly hope we can get to see that fight because, hey, man, Floyd Schofield Jr. came and proved, man, got that knockout against a legit ex-world champion and a guy that was looking very, very good against the number 1 rated, one of the number 1 or number 2 rated non-champions in the lightweight division. But, it is what it is. But remember what I'm telling you, the fact that Gervonta Davis said his name and started arguing with him, that gives more life to Floyd Schofield Jr. And I like it. And again, I said I might be a little bit biased because he's out of the city that I'm living in right now, Austin, Texas. Actually, I'm, a little bit north of Austin, Texas, but you get the point. Kid Austin for the win. Anyway, that's my take on the matter. Please let me know what you think in the comment section. And with that, I'm out. Deuces.